Good day everyone, this is your Mark TV and today pag-usapan natin about properties of equality. Mahalaga na matutunan natin yung properties of equality lalo na sa pag-solve ng equations and we're going to prove something. So, ito po yung mga properties na pag-aaralan natin. Reflexive property, symmetric property, transitive property, substitution property, addition property, and multiplication property. So, those are the 6 properties of equality na i-discuss natin sa video na ito. So, we will discuss one by one. Okay, so let's go with the reflexive property. So that's the first property of equality. Ano po? Any quantity is equal to itself. And in symbols, A is equal to A. Parang ikaw, di ba, nakaharap ka sa salamin. So, sino ang nakikita mo sa salamin kapag nakaharap ka? Siyempre, ikaw din naman. Di ba, kaharap mo yung sarili mo sa salamin. Ganun ang tinatawag na reflexive property. So, some of the examples of reflexive property ay 5. 5 is equal to 5. So, 5 is equal to itself. Or pwede ring negative 1 half is equal to negative 1 half. Okay, negative 1 half is equal to itself. Or pwede din naman may algebra like 4y is equal to 4y. So, ayan po yung examples ng reflexive property. So, ayun. Let's move on to the next property. Next, number 2, we have symmetric property. Both sides of the equation can be interchanged. In simples, if A is equal to B, then may N dapat dito, no? Then B is equal to A. So, ano bang ibig sabihin ng symmetric property? Let's say, ikaw, bumili ka ng 5 kilong bigas. Tapos yung kapitbahay mo, bumili din ng 5 kilong bigas sa parehong tindahan. Ngayon, magpalitan kayo ng bigas. May nagbago ba? Wala, 'di ba? Kasi parehas 5 kilong bigas ang nabili ninyo. Okay, so ganyan po yung inilarawan ng symmetric property. So, if A is equal to B, then B is equal to A. So, for example, we have 4 plus 6 is equal to 10. Pwede nating pagpalitin yung sides ng equation. Yung 10 sa left side ng equation, tapos yung 4 plus 6 sa right side ng equation. And still, the equation is true. So, if 4 plus 6 is equal to 10, then 10 is equal to 4 plus 6. Another example po is y is equal to 3. Pwede nating palitan, no? Magpalitan yung yung sides ng equation, gagawin nating 3 equals y. So that's another example of symmetric property. Or pwede din namang 2 times 6 is equal to 12. Pwede naman natin gawing 12 equals 2 times 6. So, ayan po yung ilan sa mga examples ng symmetric property. So, yung sides ng equation ay pwedeng magpalitan. Magiging true pa din yung equation. Next, number 3. If one quantity is equal to 2 other quantities, then the 3 quantities are equal to each other. So, balik naman tayo sa bigas, po. So, kung ikaw na bumili ka ng 5 kilong bigas tapos yung kapitbahay mo bumili din ng 5 kilo bigas. Tapos yung pangatlo, which is yung kaibigan mo, let's say yung kaibigan mo bumili din ng 5 kilong bigas. Nangangahulugan na ikaw tapos yung kapitbahay mo tsaka yung kaibigan mo ay nakabili ng tigdi 5 kilong bigas, which is pare-parehas ang kilo na nabili ninyong bigas. So, yun ang inilarawan ng transitive property. So, kung ang isang quantity daw ay equal doon sa dalawang quantity, then yung tatlong quantities na yon ay equal sa isa't isa. So, if A is equal to B and B is equal to C, then A is equal to C. So let's say we have 4 plus 6 is equal to 10. Pero pwede rin namang 2 times 5 is equal to 10. By transitive property, since parehas silang equal sa 10, total parehas naman silang equals to 10, pwede natin i-equate itong uh, dalawang expressions. 4 plus 6 is equal to 2 times 5. So, ayan po yung application ng transitive property. Another example po, x is equal to 2y plus 3, but x is also equal to 5. So, ibig sabihin, since yung 2y plus 3 at saka yung 5, pares silang equal sa x, itong dalawa, pwede natin silang i-equate, no? So this will become 2y plus 3 is equal to 5. Okay, so we can equate both expressions to each other since para silang equal sa ends. So ganyan po yung transitive property. So ayan po yung examples ng transitive property. Next, number 4, substitution property. A variable that can be replaced by its quantity in an equation. If A is equal to B, where B is equal to X, then A is equal to X. So, ano bang ibig sabihin ng substitution property? Let's say we have X plus Y is equal to 5. It is given that X equals 6. Since ang value ng X ay 6, no? Dahil X is equal to 6, yung X dito, pwede nating palitan ng 6. Kaya magiging 6 plus y is equal to 5. So, ganyan po ang substitution property. Okay? Ayan po. Another example po, we have 2y is equal to 10 and y is equal to x plus 4. Ayan. So, you notice that yung y dito ay equal siya sa x plus 4. Kaya yung y dito, pwede natin siyang palitan ng x plus 4. Okay? Kaya magiging result nun, 2 times, lagyan natin yung parenthesis, 2 times x plus 4 and then equals 10. So, ayan po yung magiging equation after we apply the substitution property. Okay, so magagamit yan when it comes to solving complicated or complex equations. Okay, next is this one. So the next two properties are very important when we solving equations. Ano po? So number 5, we have addition property of equality or addition property. If both sides of the equation is added by the same amount, then the equation still remains true. If A is equal to B, then A plus C is equal to B plus C. Okay, it goes like this, no? So, let's say, kayong dalawa na nasa seesaw, no? Hayaan mo na yung drawing na tao. Ayan, seesaw. So, kayong dalawa ay may parehas na timbang kaya nag-balance yung seesaw. Ngayon, bumaba kayo tapos dala ninyo yung bag ninyo tapos bumalik kayo sa seesaw, no? Halimbawa, ito yung bag ninyo na parehas din ng timbang. So, ano ang mangyayari sa seesaw? Mababalance din kasi bukod sa parehas yung timbang ninyo, parehas din ang bigat ng bag ninyo. Okay? So, kung kahit anong idadagdag ninyo, as long as parehas sila, mababalance pa rin sila. So, ganyan po ang addition property. No? So, if A is equal to B, then A plus C is equal to B plus C. Kumbaga, nag-add tayo ng plus C both sides ng equation. So, for example, we have 4 plus 2 is equal to 6. Ngayon, pwede tayong mag-add ng kahit anong number basta parehas yung amount sa both sides ng equation. So, yung 4 plus 2 is equal to 6, pwede natin gawin na ganito. So, 4 plus 2 equals 6. Pwede tayo mag-add ng kahit anong number. Let's say 7. So, kapag nag-add tayo ng 7, ganun din sa kabila, plus 7. And still, magiging true pa din yung equation kasi ang sum nila ay parehong 13. Diba? So, 4 plus 2 equals 6. 6 plus 7 is equal to 13. And sa kabila, 6 plus 7 is also 13. Okay? So, as long as parehas ang ina-add natin sa both sides, magiging balance pa din or magiging true yung equation. Another one, 4 plus 2 ulit is equal to 6. Pwede tayo mag-add ng negative 5. Okay? Or mag-minus sa 5. Okay? Pero under pa din siya ng addition property. So, mag-add tayo ng negative 5 both sides of equation. Still, magiging tama pa din, magiging balance pa din kasi ang value nito 4 plus 2 equals 6, 6 minus 5 is equal to 1, and sa kabila 1 din, no? So magagamit natin yan when it comes to solving equations kagaya nito. So x plus 3 is equal to 6. Pwede tayong mag-add both sides by negative 3 or any other number. Ano po? So, from here, x plus 3 is equal to 6. Pwede tayong mag-add ng negative 3. Pero, pwede tayong mag-add ng kahit anong number like plus 7, plus 100, minus 1,000, like that. Something like that. Pero, ang mas recommended dito para sa equation na ito ay mag-add tayo ng negative 3. So, bakit negative 3? You will realize kung bakit when it comes to solving equations. So, sa ngayon, ito muna, no? I-apply lang natin yung addition property. Okay? Ayan po. So, that's how addition property of equality works. And then, para sa multiplication property, if both sides of the equation are multiplied by the same amount, then the equation still remains true. So, let's say, seesaw ulit tayo. Balik tayo sa seesaw. Of course, kayong dalawang kakaibigan, para sa timbang ninyo, kaya nag-balance yung seesaw. Ngayon, sumali din yung iba na pare-pares yung timbang nila sa inyo, no? Sumakay din sila sa seesaw. No, kumbaga dumoble ang kanilang bilang pero nananatiling balanse pa din yung seesaw. So as long as pare-pares ang timbang ninyo, no? At pare-pares din ang bilang ng tao sa bawat side ng seesaw, magiging balance kayo. Okay, so that's how multiplication property is illustrated in real life. Just like this one, if A is equal to B, then AC is equal to BC. Kumbaga, minultiply both sides naman, this time by C. Okay? Okay, so magbibigay tayo ng examples. Ano po? So, let's say we have 4 plus 3 is equal to 7. Okay? Which is a true statement. Ano po? So, from 4 plus 3 is equal to 7, pwede tayo mag-multiply both sides by 2. So, yung 2, imumultiply natin sa 4 plus 3, at yung isa pang 2 ay imumultiply natin sa 7. So, let's simplify this one. So, 4 plus 3 is 7, and 2 times 7 is 14. Tapos sa kabila, 2 times 7 is also 14. So, nag-balance sila, di ba? So, as long as nag-multiply tayo sa both side ng equation with the same amount, then magiging true pa din yung equation. Another one po, 4 times 3 is equal to 12. Ngayon, imumultiply natin both sides by 5, di ba? So, simula sa 4 times 3 equals 12. Pwede nating i-multiply both sides by 5. Okay? So, 5 times 4 is 20. 20 times 3 is 60. And 5 times 12 is also 60. So, nag-balance pa din, di ba? So, as long as yun nga, pares na number ang multiply natin sa both sides, we will keep the equation balanced. Okay? Pagdating naman sa algebraic equation, let's say x is equal to 4. No? Pwede tayo mag-multiply both sides by any number. So let's say from x is equal to 4, di ba? Pwede nating i-multiply both sides by 10. Okay? So that magiging 10x to, and then sa kabila, 40. Or, hindi lang positive ang minumultiply natin. Pwede tayong mag-multiply sa negative number. So, again, from x is equal to 4, pwede natin i-multiply both sides by negative 3. Okay? So that we have negative 3x here, and then sa kabila, negative 3 times 4 is negative 12. Okay, so negative 3x is equal to negative 12. Okay, so i-recall po natin yung properties of equality. Number 1, we have reflexive property. Any number is equal to itself. Tapos symmetric property. If A is equal to B, then B is equal to A. Pwede nating pagpalitin yung sides ng equation. Next, number 3, transitive property. If A is equal to B and B is equal to C, then A is equal to C. Yung tatlong quantities ay equal sa isa't isa. Next is substitution property. If A is equal to B, where B is equal to X, then A is equal to X. So, pwede mong palitan yung variable ng kanyang value. Okay, ganyan po. And then, addition property, if A is equal to B, then A plus C is equal to BC. So, ibig sabihin, pwede tayo mag-add ng equation, both sides, by the same amount. Mananatiling balance yung equation. And the same goes with the multiplication property. Kapag nag-multiply tayo both sides ng equation with the same amount, then magiging balance pa din yung equation. Okay, so let us try this one, no? Para matapos na tong video na ito. So, identify the property of equality being illustrated. So, you may pause this video to answer this problem, to give yourself time, and when you're ready, keep on watching to reveal the answer. Okay, so sa number 1, we have this one. If 3 plus 8 is equal to 11, then 3 plus 8 plus 5 is equal to 11 plus 5. So, anong napapansin niyo dito? 'Di ba sa unang statement, 3 plus 8 is equal to 11, 'di ba? But you notice, meron tayong naka-add na 5 sa both sides ng equation. Itong 3 plus 8 equals 11, ayan yung original statement, 'di ba? Nag-add lang ito sa 5 both sides ng equation. So, ibig sabihin, ang property na pinapakita dito ay addition property. Ayan. Okay? Next, number 2. 20 equals 20. So, makikita natin na yung number ay equal sa sarili niya. Kaya, ang sagot po dito ay reflexive property. Okay, next, number 3. If x plus y is equal to 25, then 25 is equal to x plus y. So, as you can see, yung sides ng equation, yung x plus y at saka yung 25, nagpalitan sila. Kaya yung 25 nasa left side at yung x plus y ay nasa kanan. So, this is symmetric property. Ayan. Okay, next, number 4, if m is equal to n, then 3m is equal to 3n. So, you notice that the original equation here is m equals n. Pero, pagdating dito, may nakamultiply na sa 3. Pero yung m at saka n ay nandoon pa din. Diba? Nakamultiply lang sila sa 3. So, ibig sabihin, since nakamultiply sa 3 yung sides ng equation, bale, ang property nito ay multiplication property. Ayan. Next, number 5. If x is equal to 3y and x plus y is equal to 5, then 3y plus y is equal to 5. So, ano naman ito? So, as you can see, di ba, if x is equal to 3y and x plus y is equal to 5, bali, ito yung, kumbaga, ito yung original equation. Tapos, ito na yung bagong equation. Kasi mayroong itong part na plus y is equal to 5 eh. Ayan. Ang pinagkaiba nga lang is yung x naging 3y. So, dahil napalitan ng ng 3y yung x, ibig sabihin equal silang dalawa. And we have this statement. X is equal to 3y. So, ibig sabihin po, ang property nito ay substitution property. Okay? Ayan. And then last one, we have if a is equal to x plus 3 and a is equal to 3x minus 5, then x plus 3 is equal to 3x minus 5. So, as you can see, yung a ay equal siya sa x plus 3. At the same time, yung a din ay equal sa 3x minus 5. And because they are equal, no, pwede natin i-equate itong dalawa. So, x plus 3 at saka 3x minus 5. They are equal to each other. So, ang property dito ay transitive property. Ayan. So, ayun. That's all for today about properties of equality. And magagamit nga yung yung properties of equality when it comes to solving equations. Okay, so right now, do ko muna tatapusin and I hope you learned something. Uh, do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos and follow me also on my TikTok account. As always, thanks for watching and have a great day to all.